South Africa's political landscape has always been dynamic and full of compelling stories, and today we're diving into one such story that has sparked debate and captured national attention. It's a story about resilience, transformation, and the scars of a controversial past. We're talking about the recent remarks made by Julius Malema, leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters, regarding Gayton McKenzie, the leader of the Patriotic Alliance. Malema has questioned McKenzie's portrayal of his prison experience, igniting a conversation about the psychological toll of incarceration, the process of personal transformation, and what it means to lead after enduring such hardships. This topic cuts across politics, psychology, and South Africa's justice system, raising important questions about rehabilitation, leadership, and societal attitudes toward ex-prisoners. Let's take a step back and explore this issue thoroughly, unpacking the layers of history and current developments. First, we'll look at the historical context of South Africa's prison system and its impact on individuals. Then we'll dive into the specific claims and counterclaims, analyzing what this debate reveals about the broader challenges of leadership and rehabilitation. Finally, we'll reflect on what this means for the future of South Africa's political and social landscape. South Africa's history with its criminal justice system is complex, deeply rooted in the country's turbulent past. Under apartheid, prisons were not just places of punishment, they were tools of oppression. Activists, freedom fighters, and political leaders were often incarcerated under harsh conditions. Prisons became symbols of resilience for some and lasting trauma for many others. The psychological impact of incarceration, especially in the brutal conditions of South African prisons, has been well documented over the decades. For many, the physical isolation is matched by the emotional and psychological scars that often persist long after release. Fast forward to the present, South Africa's prisons remain overcrowded and are often described as harsh environments where violence, isolation, and a lack of adequate mental health support are the norm. Against this backdrop, conversations about rehabilitation and reintegration take on profound significance. Can individuals truly emerge from such an environment unscathed? And if they claim to have done so, how should society interpret those claims? Enter Gayton McKenzie, a man who has made headlines for his transformation from prisoner to businessman to politician. McKenzie's narrative is one of redemption. Having served time for armed robbery, he has repeatedly emphasized that his prison experience gave him clarity, resilience, and a drive to succeed. His supporters highlight his journey as proof that rehabilitation is possible, pointing to his business ventures and political leadership as examples of his commitment to change. For many, McKenzie represents the idea that people can overcome their pasts and contribute positively to society. But not everyone is convinced. Julius Malema, a figure known for his provocative and unfiltered commentary, has cast doubt on McKenzie's portrayal of his prison experience. Speaking at a rally in Johannesburg, Malema argued that it's nearly impossible for someone to emerge from prison without carrying deep emotional and psychological scars. He referenced interviews, podcasts, and testimonies from former prisoners who have shared harrowing stories of the trauma they endured behind bars. According to Malema, these experiences leave a permanent mark, shaping individuals in ways that cannot simply be brushed aside or ignored. Malema's critique goes beyond questioning McKenzie's personal narrative, it also touches on broader societal issues. By suggesting that McKenzie's claims may oversimplify the realities of prison, Malema is urging South Africans to have a more nuanced understanding of what incarceration does to individuals. He warns against trivializing the psychological toll of prison and emphasizes the importance of acknowledging these challenges when evaluating someone's leadership style and decisions. In Malema's view, the scars of prison are not just personal, they can also influence how a person interacts with others and navigates positions of power. This debate has sparked a flurry of reactions. Supporters of McKenzie argue that his story is an inspiration, a testament to the human capacity for change and redemption. They believe his leadership shows that people can rise above their circumstances and make meaningful contributions to society. For them, McKenzie's resilience is a strength, not a weakness. On the other hand, critics of McKenzie's narrative, including Malema, caution against overlooking the deeper complexities of his journey. They argue that true rehabilitation involves grappling with the emotional and psychological consequences of one's past, not merely presenting a polished success story. The conversation also raises important questions about how South Africa approaches rehabilitation and reintegration. If we acknowledge that prisons can leave lasting scars, how can society better support ex-prisoners in their journey toward healing and reintegration? What role should mental health services play in this process? And how can we ensure that the narratives of ex-prisoners are not only heard but also critically examined in ways that promote understanding and growth? As we reflect on these questions, it's important to recognize that this debate is not just about two political figures, it's about the broader implications for South Africa's justice system and political culture. The country is grappling with issues of inequality, crime, and corruption, and the leadership it chooses to address these challenges will inevitably be shaped by the personal experiences and values of those in power. The scars of the past, whether from prison or other forms of hardship, can influence how leaders make decisions, prioritize issues, and connect with the public. Looking ahead, this debate could serve as a catalyst for a larger societal conversation about rehabilitation, mental health, and the role of personal transformation in leadership. South Africa has a unique opportunity to lead by example, showing that it is possible to acknowledge the complexities of someone's past while also recognizing their potential to contribute positively to society. This requires a delicate balance, one that avoids both romanticizing and stigmatizing the experiences of ex-prisoners. As we wrap up, we want to hear from you. What do you think about this debate? Can someone truly emerge from prison unscathed, as Gayton McKenzie claims? Or do you agree with Julius Malema that the scars of such experiences are unavoidable and must be openly acknowledged? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video thought-provoking, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Your support helps us bring more in-depth discussions like this to the forefront. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.